It's David Wow here. How you doing? There are so many banners out now in Another Eden. Which banners should you choose and which characters should you go for? And if you're watching this a little bit later and these banners no longer exist, still keep watching for a general overview of who the good characters are and who you should kind of aim to get to be part of your party. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help this community grow. And if this helps you in any way and you're feeling a bit generous, donate a thanks. Alright, with the new update of the campaign, there are a bunch of new banners out. May confuse you, confuses me. By the way, before you even start looking at these banners, remember you can get 10 free 5-star characters. I did a guide on that, I'll link to it to this description. The first banner that everyone should definitely be going for is the Encounter with a Whisper of Time drop banner, which is part of the 10 free 5-star characters you get in this game. Every day for 10 days, when you log in, just tap on Dreams, and then you'll see Encounter with a Whisper of Time drop. So each day you'll get one random pull. I've been getting crap luck so far, but on the 10th day you'll get a guaranteed 5-star character. So this campaign goes until the 15th of December, so you still have time if you haven't started yet. The next banner is a paid banner, which is probably the most popular paid banner in the game, which is the Star Dream Encounter. Essentially, you get to encounter the exact 5-star character you want in the game, unlike the other paid banners where most of it is still random. But if you're salty like me and didn't get Villette from the latest banner pool, you actually can't get Villette in this. You can only choose 5-star characters that became available up to 6th of September 2023 this year. But don't let that worry you, because there's still a lot of good characters. As you can see here, you can still get El Seal, you can still get Sesta, you can still get Yakumo, you can still get Effie. These top 5 characters in this table here are actually my personal picks for this. Without going into too much detail, I'll tell you why. Firstly, each of these characters are not another style, extra style, or alter characters, so they're unique characters by themselves. You can't upgrade them otherwise, so you need to pull them separately. Secondly, I'll tell you roughly why I like each one. Iffy can resurrect dead characters. So if a character dies in battle, Iffy will automatically resurrect them if they're on the front line. Minalka is a super powerful flame sword user. She can wipe out bosses easily. Yakumo similarly is a super strong attack shade user. It normally takes me 3 turns for him to really show his potential. By the way, both Minalka and Yakumo come with great sidekicks. So Minalka sidekick Tetra auto heals and auto cures status ailments at the end of every turn. Yakumo sidekick Kumos auto-generates your character's MP at the end of every turn, so you no longer need to worry about running out of MP when you're running through dungeons. Sesta is a hyper-powerful wind/attack user. She's the best when she's with other wind characters. She's still strong by herself, but if you want to use it to her biggest potential, she needs to be with other wind units. That's the only drawback. El Seal, I don't have her yet, but she's got long legs! And that's what is important, my friends. There's also a number of other characters obviously worth mentioning. For example, Olea, she's a thunder unit. Alma is a crystal zone setter. They're both good by themselves, plus you can't upgrade to them, so it's worth having them on their own. Olea, another style, is coming up soon, so if you don't have Olea yet, it may be a good time to get her. Obviously, there are the classics like Ava, and there are a bunch of alter characters worth getting too. So Ilula alter, Enchanted alter, as well as some extra style and another style who are worth getting. Tuva extra style is worth getting. Premiere AS is worth getting too. So next, let's look at the ways we walked paid banner. So how does this work? So for 2 times max, you can encounter 10 5-star allies. So from this list, one of the below is guaranteed to appear on the 9th and 10th encounter. So on the 9th and 10th turn, you're guaranteed one of these characters, which may sound like a good bargain to you because you get 2 5-star characters. This is only worth it if you have none of these. In my experience, I've always had bad luck with these. There's a high chance you'll get the 5-star character you don't want. For example, Tiramisu is a highly power crept unit. So she's until her extra style or alter comes out at this point in time, it's not worth getting her. So you get Ziviro, who's not worth getting. You get Radika, who's not worth getting compared to the others. All right, Maris may be worth getting because she recently came up with a true manifest. But if you get her another style, it may not be worth getting. The odds of getting the exact characters you want. So, like for example, let's say you want Tuva extra style and you want Crimson Reaper Ilulu, aka Ilulu Alter. There's a high chance you won't get them. There's a bigger chance you'll get characters you don't really want. So I would give this a pass. If you only had a certain amount of money, I would go for the Star Dream encounter for sure. This is just clickbait, my friend. Unless you don't have any of these and you just want to collect them, right? But the only ones worth getting, in my personal opinion, Ilulu Walter, Tuva extra style, Maris for her true manifest. That's it. In my opinion, others may prefer otherwise, comment below, but that's all. And the odds of getting those specific ones are very low. Next, let's look at another paid banner, Fateful Encounter War Stories. So for 3 times max, you can encounter 10 allies, and then on the 10th ally, the 5th one will be a guaranteed 5-star. So which 5 stars will you get? You'll get the ones from this list below. So this is actually a decent banner if you have none of these characters, because all of these characters are pretty good. In my opinion, I would personally be happy with most of them. I would be most happy with pulling a Valette, a Sesta, an Elseal, a Tuva ES, and a Melody AS. The characters I would least be happy with would probably be Parissa, another style, and Pizzica, another style. But then you also have the risk of pulling one of those. If you have none of these characters and you're happy with any of them and you've done your research, go for it. This is a more decent banner pull, paid banner pull than the Ways We Walked. Even if the Ways We Walked will promise you 2 5-stars, there's a higher chance that you'll be disappointed. With War Stories, if you have none of these characters yet, they're all pretty decent characters and newer characters too, so there's a high chance you won't be let down. Now let's look at the paid banner, the Valette banner pull banner. So this increases your chance of getting the newest character, Valette, in this paid banner. You'll have a 15% chance of getting a should you use this banner. In my experience, I've spent a lot of money in these paid single character banners where you get a higher chance of getting a specific character. I've never had luck. I've spent maybe hundreds of dollars on this and I've never gotten the character I've wanted from this banner. So just use this at your own risk. Even if it says 15%, there's another 85% chance you'll get another character, and most likely that character won't be one you want if you have a lot of them already. If you have none and you're starting from scratch, maybe it's exciting, but you may still get a overly power crept 5-star character that won't be useful to you. So just know that the way they market these banners, it looks like there's a high chance of getting them, but in reality there's not. The next paid banner is the Premia Another Style, no sorry, not Premia, Parissa Another Style banner. Just like the Valette banner, you get a higher chance of pulling Parissa Another Style, you get a 10% chance. If you had to choose a paid banner and you just wanted to pick one character, I would definitely go for the Valette banner or the War Stories banner. In fact, I would lean more towards the War Stories paid banner because you're guaranteed more powerful characters than if you would choose the Valette or the Parissa Nola style banner, because there's just too much risk of getting characters that are power crept and are no longer that useful with today's boss battles. Next, we're going on to the free banners. First is the Dunarith Altar banner. So Dunarith is a good water singing support unit, and he's good because he has a counterattack skill. So what he does is he inflicts rage on enemies, and which makes the enemies most likely attack him, and in return he kicks ass. All right, he does these strong water-based counterattacks. Free banner, once again, very low chances of pulling him. You get a 0.8 chance of getting his 5-star version. Is it worth getting it? I would probably focus more on my efforts. If you haven't caught up to the main story part 3 yet, just playing up to main story part 3 so you get those free 10-star units, because there's a very low chance of getting him. If you already have Dunarith normal style, there might be even more chance of you just being able to upgrade or side grade him to his altar version. Next we have the Medea another style banner, which is Melody, another style. Once again, if you can upgrade or side grade her, go for it. There's a low chance of pulling her once again, 0.8 chance of pulling her. You could get lucky. If you have my luck, you won't get her. If you watched my banner pulls lately, I've been having such bad luck. I'm legit traumatized. Traumatized. So Melody is a great wind zone setter, and she's also a fantastic wind support unit. She automatically inflicts pain using one of her skills, Depravity, and she would be a perfect match for someone like Sesta. She will make Sesta unbelievably powerful. Next, let's look at the next free banner, Filmina Extra Style. For the big Filmina fanboys and girls out there like me, definitely worth upgrading, side grading to. I did a banner pull and I didn't get her. Once again, I don't learn my lessons because you only get a 0.8 chance of getting her. She is a great water slash unit, and she automatically inflicts pain on enemies, which is great for those characters with a pain Grasser. If you don't know anything about Grasser, I have a Grasser guide, I'll link below. And she would pair great with El Seal, who's also a water unit. She'll pair great with Ilul Walter, and she'll pair great with Dunarith Alter, who are all newer units who are all water-based characters. And lastly, we have El Seal! She is the post office lady with the longest legs. She is a water zone setter, and she is also a water slash user. I would get her simply because you can't upgrade to her. She's a unique story unit, and she's also a decent water slash unit. If you have Ilulu Alter already, you may want to skip her. But if I were to pick any free banner, I would personally go for the Valette free banner. She's the latest character in the game. She's a super powerful thunder unit who will go great with Camouflage, who's a free thunder unit you get from playing main story part 3 volume 2, and you also get a free sidekick, Guns. Her name's not Cunts like what some people have been saying, her name is Guns, alright, and she does a belly wiggle. So out of all the free banners, I would choose the Valette banner. Once again, just a warning, if you have watched my banner pulls, these free banners are brutal, man. You have a 0.8 chance of getting them, so if you do get the character you want, well done, because you have defeated all odds and you've gotten the character you want. And if I have a bit of patience, I would wait until Halloween, because they may or may not have a promotional banner to celebrate Halloween, but it may not have the characters we want. It may just have horror or Halloween themed characters. Who knows? But once again, I would prioritize getting the free 10 5-star characters first before you risk your Chrono Stones doing these free banner pulls.